Thank you. The cheerleaders out there from Tulia. Many of our 3A teams also on a bye this week. All of our District 1, Division 1, and teams are on a bye. Highland Park and Childress both off. But in Division 2, we have the Canadian Wildcats hosting Vernon tonight out of Wichita Falls for their homecoming. And before the game, Canadian ISD honored the 2007 and 2008 state championship football teams for their 10-year anniversaries. Canadian is the only Amarillo area team to win back-to-back titles 2 separate times. And former players reflected on bringing home the town's first state championship.
No, it brings up a good feeling, knowing that, we had, this was pretty much your family, for 1 year, and it continued on to know that all this community was behind us and whatnot. It's just glad to see all my good friends that come back, and hopefully they'll get it again this year.
All right, well, let's take you now out to Wildcat Stadium in the first quarter. We're scoreless, and Cavalier gonna keep the ball and run it in himself. Fighting off tackles along the way and flying into the end zone. Canadian goes on top 7-0. Now Vernon later going to try and respond here. Brysa tossing it out to Chad, but he's taken down by the Wildcat defense. Then still in the first, Cavalier going to pass to Trent Evans, who picks up a few yards, and the Wildcats would keep it throwing. Cavalier to Tate Mitchell into the end zone. The Wildcats go up 14-0, and they get the win over Vernon 28-0. Now we had our only district game here in 3A.
Yeah, with Tulia taking on Dimmitt. Bobcats visiting the Hornets. We're going to pick it up in the first quarter scoreless. Sean Kelly is buying a little bit of time out here, and he's just going to dump it off to Kai Basolda.
Look at what the moves.
Breaking tackles and just refusing to go down. So he's going to fight his way down to about the 20 later in the drive. He started it, let him finish it. Basolda going to finish it off at the end around. There's one touch into the end zone. That's your game's first score, 7-0 Hornets. Same score now in the second quarter. Kelly under pressure again. Bobcats putting him on, but they forgot to leave anyone on the edge as he will just stroll into the end zone. Makes it 14-0, and they go in this one big, 41-0.
Let's check in on one of our scores. We had the West Texas High Comanches taking on the Spearman Lynx, and the Comanches coming out on top 22-6. Well, coming up next, we have our 4A block, Levelland taking on Bushland. We had Pampa taking on Dalhart as well. And of course, we're going to get into our District 3 5A games. Some big upsets this evening. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the wrap-up.